All right. Okay, team, time to get this show on the road. Welcome in to another Monday message. I'm excited to have you guys here with us. I know we missed you last week coming fresh off of NatCon, but we're getting back into the swing of things. Got some exciting things going on already since we've touched back down. And today we've got a special guest. Scott Grode from Transamerica is going to be joining us, talking a little bit more about Transamerica's new products. And that's really exciting for me personally because, Scott, you probably don't know this, but I onboard and train all the agents that come through Stephen's organization. And so most of the new agents, we get started writing final expense products first out of the gate. Just because it's an easier product to learn when you're newly licensed. And so Transamerica is right at the top of the list as far as companies that we go to. Flexible underwriting, ease of use for the e-app. It's just, there's no reason to not write this product, right? So very excited for that. So I'm really excited for you to bring on and bring up the new product and explain a little bit more to the new agents that may not be familiar with it yet. So looking forward to that. So guys, just make sure to tune in and get your notes ready. And if you haven't seen this product already, that Scott's going to be going over, get with me. I can show you where the product guide is. We can show you where the highlights are. I'm sure Scott's going to give us some links and things we can visit and brush up on our knowledge because you want to be writing this product. It's too good not to. So I'll let Scott come up here and talk to you guys about it. So Scott, whenever you are ready, I will turn it over to you and I will let you get this show on the road for us.
Well, thank you so much for that introduction and
Appreciate it.
good afternoon, everyone. My name is Scott Grode. I am the RVP or wholesaler here with Transamerica to support you all. It's a pleasure to be on this call with you all today. Look, I know Transamerica is a giant company, right? We've been around for a long, long time. Sometimes it's just nice to have somebody on the inside, somebody to go back for you and have your back a little bit. That's what I'm here for. That's what my team's here for. I want you to feel like you've got somebody, a friend at Transamerica here to support you all. So first and foremost, I just want to throw my contact information as well as my two internal partners' contact information, Chris and Jason, into the chat for you guys. So if you just look in the chat, I just put that in there for everyone. Feel free to save that. And if you need anything from Transamerica moving forward, we are here to help you out. Now, that aside, I'm super excited to be in front of you guys today. We've got a lot of great things going on, especially around this brand new product we launched at the end of last year. The final expense product is called the FE Express Solution. We're going to take a deep dive into that today, but before we do, I want to share with you guys, we announced this at NatCon, and for everybody that was there, it was great seeing you. If you weren't able to make it, we did announce that we are doing a bonus points program or competition, if you will, to get you guys qualified for Thailand. I'm super pumped about this. There's a lot of ways to win. So first, I'm going to dive into that, and then I will share with you guys a little more about our final expense. All right. Should be sharing my screen now. If you guys are not able to see that, if somebody could just let me know. But I'm going to assume everybody can see this. I mentioned there's a lot of ways to win, right? It was really 4 ways to win. So you can see in the top left quadrant of this document here, and I will send this out to everybody so you guys have it as well. Thank you for the heads up. Look, first quadrant, if you have written the FE Express solution product before, you will be able to get 2 times points for your first 5 applications submitted. For every 5 applications you submit, you're going to be entered into a drawing to win an extra $500. We're going to do 10 drawings throughout this month. So just February 1st to February 28th is when this contest is going on. 2 times points on your first 5 apps submitted. For every 5 apps you submit, you get entered to win a $500 cash bonus. If you can see in the top right quadrant, we're going to move over to that one now. If you are a top 20 producer in the company, if you're the number one producer, you're going to get 5 times points towards the Thailand trip. Second place person is going to get 4.5 times points towards the Thailand trip. And you can see on this sheet here as it just goes down to the top 20th person. So a lot of ways to win if you've already, again, that's if you've already written the FE Express product. If you have not, though, if this is your first time dipping your toes in the water and trying the FE Express product, you can earn 2 times points for your first 25 applications. This is for placed business, right? And you can see it runs from February 1st to February 28th. Top 10 new sellers. Actually, the contest for that one goes till March 31st. And then along the way, we're going to be announcing and rewarding top producers per week and sending out tons of swag along the way too from Transamerica just to say thank you. But look, guys, I'm really pumped about this. I would love if we can get as many of you qualified for Thailand as possible. If you have any questions on this, give me a shout after the call. I'm happy to help you out. But with that, I am going to pivot here to jump right into our FE Express Solutions compliance approved presentation. I stress that because I'm going to kind of power through some of these slides here to get to the nitty gritty. But first and foremost, again, the product's called the FE Express Solution. We launched this product for the first time late September of last year. It's a fantastic product. It's super streamlined. I think you guys are going to really like it. This slide here is really, this is just kind of a flex. Like Transamerica, as I mentioned earlier, massive, massive company, probably one of the largest insurance companies out there. In 2023 alone, we paid out $47 billion in life insurance, annuity, and retirement claims. $47 billion. That's more than some insurance carriers' total assets. And we paid that out in 1 year. Pretty impressive. You know, in a time where some carriers are pulling out of the FE space, we are going headfirst back into it. The application that we just launched is 100% instant decision. There is no back and forth with new business. There is no back and forth with underwriting. Let me say that again. There is no back and forth with new business. There is no back and forth with underwriting. There's 0 amendments. When you submit this application, it's going to go straight through. They're either going to get approved, graded, or declined. Very simple. Again, it's very streamlined. I think on average, it's taking folks about 9 minutes and 22 seconds to complete this application. And we can bind coverage while you're in the house with the client. Pretty cool.
Hey
I want
Scott,
to point to, yep,
we can't see the product. We still see the contest flyer.
thank you for the heads up.
No, you're all good.
Let's
Appreciate it.
try, let's try that again.
Perfect.
How's that look?
Looks great. Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate that. All right, here we go. So we're diving into commissions, right? Commissions are important for everybody here, right? We don't work for free. This product is your #1 highest paid commission final expense product that you guys offer, that you have available to you. It will pay you the most of any of your final expense products. So we're paying the most. We also are paying very quickly. We advance comp on everything except for debit and credit card. It's really important to get you guys paid appropriately, quickly, and as much as possible, right? Underwriting rules, we're going to dive into those here in a second, but just know that they got a little bit more lenient compared to our previous product for immediate solutions. We do have a new rider on this product. It's built into the product, actually. You don't have to opt in for it. You don't have to add anything. It's no extra cost. It's just built in. I'm going to touch on that here in a second as well. As I mentioned, flexible premium options, credit card, debit card. You can do bank draft, of course, Social Security billing, we are very good at, and I'll dive into that a little more in detail here in a moment as well. I'm going to keep powering through. So this next slide here, I just want to stop for a second. I mentioned earlier, funeral planning writer, right? The funeral planning writer is a company that we partner with called Everest. Everest, if you're not familiar with, I'm still actually learning a lot about them. They're an incredible company. Like I said, this is built into the product. Your client will get a welcome packet from them when they get this product, the FE Express product. They'll get a welcome packet from Everest that will give them online access to their portal. They can hold living wills, trusts, financial documents in their portal. They are available 24/7, 7 days a week. They'll help out with the claims process for the beneficiary. They can advance up to $25,000 of claim within 72 hours. So they do a ton of stuff. I think it might be worth getting them on a call here in the next couple of weeks and just doing a deep dive in Everest because I think it's worth it. I think that rider alone will help you guys not only sell policies, but keep policies on the books, keep persistency high, because that's really important as well. I mentioned earlier, right, this is a 10-minute application. On average, it's taking less than 10 minutes to complete. I'm going to walk through what that looks like here in a bit. But just know this is probably one of your fastest and smoothest applications that you guys have available to you now. Now we can do $50,000 of coverage up to age 75. On the slide here, you can see this is a product at a glance, right? On the left side of the screen is the FE Express solution. On the right side is the graded version. We'll focus on the left for now, right? Level premiums to age 100. We have one risk class and it's tobacco or non-tobacco, but it's going to be called Select on this new product. So Select is the one risk class. It is no longer preferred and standard. It's just Select, tobacco or non-tobacco. You can compare, if you're familiar with immediate solution, you can kind of compare Select to immediate solution standard risk class. The rates are going to be comparable. They're actually going to be less expensive from age 65 and over. Okay, so again, less expensive than our immediate solution standard rates from age 65 and over. We're paying you a higher comp. Oh, and by the way, we don't reduce comp at certain ages. I know some carriers out there might reduce comp, the older the client gets. For us, whether you sell this policy to an 18-year-old or an 85-year-old, you're going to get the same commission level. It does not matter to us. Age last birthday, of course. And then you can see at the bottom here, minimum face amount is 5,000. Maximum face amount, this is one of the highest in the industry here, $50,000 up to age 75. And then age 76 to 85, we can go up to $25,000 of coverage. Now, a little bit different on the graded product. If your client doesn't qualify for the day one coverage, you might get a notice that says, hey, we are sorry, your client did not get approved as applied for it. We will offer them the graded product. The graded product is going to be a little bit different rules, 18 to 80 for the ages, and the maximum face amount is $25,000. Now, the way that works is, right, this is a higher risk client. They've got more issues going on. So for that reason, if the client passes away and they have this graded policy in the first 2 years, we'll return premium plus 10%. Say the client passes away in year 7, 8, 9, 10, after that 2-year wait period, we'll pay out the death benefit as normal. So that's how that graded product works. This is not guaranteed issue, right? This is simplified issue. The client does need to qualify for this product. All right, I mentioned earlier, right? Credit card, debit card, Social Security, and Direct Express MasterCard we do accept, as well as ACH, which is just bank draft. Now, I want to stop for a second, just focus on the Social Security part, right? We are one of the true carriers that do true Social Security billing, right? Not all carriers do this. And why I say that is it's really important. If your client is on Social Security, let's say they get paid on the 3rd of the month, and that 3rd of the month is a holiday, so they get paid the Friday before. Our system knows that, and it's actually pulling the money out of their account the Friday before within hours of it being deposited. So we have a bank that's set up purposely to pull the money out knowing when it gets deposited. So we're pulling it out within a couple of hours of that money entering their bank account. The reason why that's important, of course, is because it's going to help you with persistency and keeping those policies on the books, make sure that there's money in the account. So that's true Social Security billing. We do it really well and we do it fast. Again, as far as commission goes, we are advancing commission for Social Security billing and bank draft, just not debit and credit card. All right, we're going to go right into our underwriting differences, our underwriting rules. This I'm pretty excited about. If you guys were familiar with immediate solutions in the past, this product, this new FE Express product just got a little bit better. And the reason for that is we're no longer penalizing the client for 2 unrelated comorbidities. So if you have two conditions and they don't make each other worse, we will still approve you for day one coverage Select. I'm going to show you guys a few pretty extreme examples of what that looks like, but just kind of to compare this to immediate solution, whether you had, those 2 conditions were related or not on immediate solution, you're automatically getting pushed to graded. For this product, that's not the case, right? So it makes that day one coverage option a little bit easier. But again, I'll show you guys a few examples here in a moment. Before I do, I'm going to show you guys a few areas where we really excel. These are for single conditions, okay? So single conditions, you can see on the screen here, highlighted in bold, congestive heart failure, day one coverage Select. COPD, day one coverage, select. So there's gonna be really four areas for single conditions where we kind of excel compared to a lot of other carriers where you're gonna get pushed to a graded product or a guaranteed issue product. For us, CHF or COPD, day one coverage. Diabetes with complications, neuropathy, day one coverage, select. Heart attack, heart disease, heart failure, heart issues, day one coverage, select. So when you think of Transamerica, obviously we would love all your healthy clients too. And I think this is a great product to lead with. But just know if you need somebody to get day one coverage and their only issue is CHF, look at Transamerica. COPD, same thing, diabetes with complications, and then heart attack, heart disease, heart failure, day one coverage, select. Now, we're going to take a dive into some of these examples, case studies here. This is a gentleman, he's age 75. He's got COPD, diabetes with neuropathy, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, and he's getting day one coverage, select. I just want that to like kind of set in for a second because I think this is incredible. Age 75, COPD, diabetes with neuropathy, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, and we're giving him day one coverage. He's not going to graded. He's not going to, we're not declining him. Day one coverage, select with all that going on. Here's another one, age 60, diabetes with neuropathy, lupus, emphysema, day one coverage, select. Now, I do want to say, like, we are not approving everyone. These are, again, pretty extreme examples. The whole point is just to drive home that, look, these things aren't making each other worse. We're going to treat them individually, and we're going to give your client the best offer we can. So here's one, CHF, Parkinson's, depression, Crohn's, still getting day one coverage, select. So I think we finally get to a point where we have an example of, yep, here. I think we have a decline here for us to see. So yeah, so anytime you see two major failures, right? We've got kidney failure and we've got congestive heart failure. Age 80 is going to be a decline. So again, we will decline clients. They do have to qualify for this. This is not guaranteed issue. But we are, with those those single conditions, we are getting more clients approved for day one coverage that other carriers just won't even look at for day one. All right, we're going to take a quick dive into our digital experience. I'm pretty pumped about this. If you guys haven't seen the new application yet, I'm telling you, just get in there, try it out. I'm going to show you what it looks like and how quick and easy it is. The way you would access it for you guys, you can go through the ARC and go to Transamerica's website. This is the portal that you'll end up at, right? It should look like this. And you'll see that one highlighted in red here. Excuse me. Transamerica FE. Or iPipeline. This is on another platform. So again, you go to Transamerica FE Express Solutions tile. It's going to bring you here. For this agent, you can see he's got some already active or applications in house ready to go. At the top, you can see we've got start a new application, pre-qualify, or get a quote. Now for this presentation, we're going to go through the pre-qualification. We're going to get a quote, and then we're going to do the application. And you can see how we can just click get a quote, goes right into the height, weight. You put in kidney disorder, whatever the condition is. It's going to check pre-qualification. It's going to pre-qualify them. All right, great. And then we're going to select get a quote. All right, so we think they're going to get qualified. This is not, keep in mind, this is not running any MIB stuff. This is not running script check. This is just as good as the information you put into it. So when you're in front of a client, you're like, I don't know if they're going to get qualified. They have these conditions. You can run them through the pre-qualification tool, and it's as good as the information you put into it. So you put the conditions in, and it's going to tell you, yeah, we think we can approve them. You're going to move forward with a quote. All right, very simple, right? Date of birth, gender, and then you're going to put in the face amount, get a quote. And it's going to generate what that quote's going to be. And then at the bottom, you can start the application, right? So we did a pre-qualification. We think they're going to get approved. We did the quote, and now we're going to start the application. And it's going to ask us, is this an in-person sale or is this a virtual sale? It doesn't matter to us. You can do it either way. For this presentation, I'm going to show you guys what an in-person sale looks like. And then after that, I'm going to show you what the signature process looks like just for a virtual sale for those who need that as well. But for here, again, we're doing a in-person sale to begin with. So here we go. So we're going right into personal information from that last button. We're going to put personal info in. We're going to put in the health and lifestyle questions. They're going to click to sign. You're going to click to sign as the agent. We're going to get the approval, and then you're going to lock in coverage and put in banking and beneficiary information. So that's kind of the flow of it, right? So we have personal info, pretty basic stuff. All right, we're going to save the personal information at the bottom. And then we're going right into the health and lifestyle questions. Okay, this client's healthy, so we put none of the above. Great, now we're going to save the health information at the bottom. All right, we're going right into the lifestyle questions. Same idea here, answer all the questions accurately with your client. You're going to save the lifestyle questions. And then it's going to ask you, hey, get ready. You're going to prepare to hand off to the applicant because this is an in-person sale, right? So you're going to turn the computer to them, hit continue. You're going to have the client verify all of this information is accurate. I urge you, because this is such a fast application and because we can bind coverage right then and there, it's important to make sure there's two spots that you need to pause and make sure everything's accurate because it's more difficult to fix on the back end. So stop here for a second with the client, go over everything, make sure this all looks good. You're going to hit next, and then your client is going to simply use their mouse and they're going to click to sign in the blue box. They don't need to open up any of these PDFs if they don't want to. They just simply go down, click the blue box. It's going to generate their signature for them. They don't have to draw anything. There's no pop-up blockers. Again, you just hover your mouse over it, click to sign. And then at the bottom, we're going to save that signature. All right, and then it's going to come back to you. So you as the agent, right? If you're doing an agent split, you're splitting his commission with somebody else. You're going to do that here. You're going to acknowledge how long you've known the client. You're going to continue. And then you as the agent, you're going to go ahead and sign now. So same thing, just hover your mouse over that blue box, click to sign. It's going to input that signature for you. And then you're going to sign and submit. It says on this blue box down here. And then congratulations, Richard is approved. So you get this notice within seconds, right? So you put in, again, health and lifestyle questions, answer the personal information, you click to sign, they click to sign, and then boom, you got the approval. You haven't put in banking and beneficiary information yet. Right, so we get an approval and you can see it says eligible for coverage up to $50,000. Well, you quoted 25 up front, right? So you can see it quoted coverage for 25. This is where you're going to lock in coverage with the client. So you're going to, have that discussion with the client. We quoted 25,000 for you. Does that feel comfortable still? Do you guys want to lower that down? Do you want to increase it here? In this scenario, they get a little excited and they bump up coverage to 40,000, I believe. So we go from $25,000 quoted to 40,000. Yep. And from here, you're going to simply opt into the premium loans and they're going to confirm coverage. So I want to note, right? We got the approval. We're locking in coverage here. and it's not having to go back through the approval process. Because remember, this client we approved for up to 50,000. All you're doing here is locking in that coverage. So for this specific scenario, they increase coverage from 25,000 to 40,000, and they're going to confirm coverage at the bottom. And then we're going right into the beneficiary information. Pretty basic stuff here. All right, plug in the beneficiary info. And then you're going to assign the beneficiary button at the bottom. We're going right into the payment information. Again, credit card, debit card are okay, ACH, and then Social Security billing. They're going to fill that out. Banking info, pretty standard stuff here. And then you're going to hit save payment details. Now we have one more signature step here. So you're going to sign as the agent, same idea, click to sign. It's going to plug in your signature again. You're going to continue to applicant review. It doesn't show it in this presentation, but the applicant is going to do the same thing. So you're going to turn the computer around. They're going to click to sign one more time. And then you're going to do one final review. Right. So again, this is the second point where I want you to pause, right? Just take a second. We did that application really fast. Go through every line here. Make sure this is all accurate and exactly how they want that policy to be issued. Verify everything looks 100% accurate. And then as soon as you're done doing that, you can click sign and pay. If they are paying right now, when you take the application, we will issue the policy and will bind coverage as soon as that premium is drafted. All right, and then you get the notice. Cool. Policy has been submitted. It gives you the highlight, and then you're going to click back to your dashboard. So it's going to take you back to your dashboard, and you should see that policy show up here. Again, this is kind of like that home page for the FE Express product only, okay? So that was how fast that application is, right? Extremely fast, extremely simple. I think that, partnered with our high commission, right, and lenient underwriting, I think this product is a home run. I think you guys are going to really like it if you haven't tried it yet. What I'm going to jump into now is I want to show you guys a real brief run through of what the virtual sales process looks like, because it's a little bit different. We have one extra step. This will be changing here in a few months. It sounds like weeks to months, hopefully weeks. But this is a virtual sales process. Okay, so on a virtual sales process, what's going to happen is the applicant's going to either choose to get that signature notice either via email or text message, right? So for this scenario, what we're going to show you today is the example of a text signature. Okay, so what happens is the client gets their notice on their cell phone. They're going to open that text and they're going to click on that blue link. It's going to open this web page here. And from here, this is the one step we're going to eliminate in the coming weeks to months. But this is where folks are getting hung up on. Okay, so just take a step here, take a screenshot if you need. I will send this presentation out to you so you can refer back to this step. But if you're doing a virtual sales process, this step right here is one extra step where the client needs to put in their email address and create a password. It tells you, what the credentials are, what you have to use to create a password. But this is the one step that I know folks are getting hung up on a little bit. We will be eliminating it in the future. For now, right, all they did is they clicked that blue link. They're putting their email address, creating a password. And then the next step is putting their date of birth and the last four of their social. They're going to hit continue. And then same idea here. They're just going to click in the blue box to sign. Again, you don't have to worry about pop-up blockers. You don't have to have them scribble anything. Just click it. It's going to input their signature. And then bam, it's going to save the signature. They're going to save the signature and it's going to get submitted back to you. And that is how fast that application process is. So again, I want to say, I think there's a few highlights here to point out. This product is extremely fast. The application process is super smooth. The signature process is super smooth. It's the highest paid comp final expense project you guys offer. By the way, we're doing that bonus program for Thailand. On the screen here, I am showing the FE Express toolkit. I recommend scan this, use this website. This is a great resource for you. There's a lot of training videos that are available through here. I will also, of course, send these links out to you guys as well. For that, what I'm going to do is end this slideshow. And I don't know if, Omar, if we have questions or anything we want to open it up to folks. I don't know if there's anything in the chat to discuss, but that's what I have for you guys. Again, my contact information is in the chat for you, along with my two internal partners. So I know I went through that super fast. I know that's a lot of information. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, whatever it is, come to me, come to Chris, come to Jason. You got a team here to support you, and we would love to strengthen this relationship. So with that, Omar, whatever direction you want to head.
Awesome, man. No, Scott, we're going to go ahead and wrap up, but I do appreciate you so much for not only explaining everything and showing us, but like going through the actual e-app process. As somebody who works a lot with brand new agents, I stress to them like how important it is to practice your e-apps. You know, you're going to have a client say yes before you know it, and you don't want to be trying to just clicking around and sweating bullets trying to figure it out. So I appreciate you doing that, both versions, because we do have agents that do both remote and in home. But I also want to say just this product has everything. Like y'all threw like the kitchen sink at it. You've got the credit card, debit card, you got Everest on there. Very few products have that. That's awesome. All right. And you've got the Social Security billing. But the most important thing to me, as someone that works with brand new agents a lot, is the underwriting example that you used. That was crazy. Like that was an extreme example,
It's
right?
extreme, I know, and I want to stress that it is an extreme example. The stars aligned for that one, but it is true that we would approve that person, right? So
Yeah.
I just want to stress we are not approving everyone. There are going to be declines. There's going to be scenarios where there are declines. If you guys have those declines too, let me know if you feel like it was unjust, you feel like it didn't make sense. Just reach out to me. We can have it researched for you to figure out, why that happened.
Awesome. Thank you, Scott, again. And guys, seriously, like Scott put his information out there, he put his associates' information in the chat. Please utilize these folks. Like they are here to help us, right? They want to make this process as smooth as possible. And like they're there. That's what they're there for. When you guys go to the events, you'll see them there, shake their hands, get to know them. But Scott, I just appreciate your time so much. And I know we've been trying to get this set up for a little bit. So I also appreciate your flexibility in your schedule. But thank you for your time, Scott, and we'll be reaching out to you soon because we are going to sell a lot more of this product. Thank you.
Looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much for your time today. We really appreciate the partnership. Again, reach out to me with anything you need.
All right. Appreciate you.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
All right, guys. So Dow Jam's coming up next, 2 o'clock. I will see you there. I'm in the office, so if you guys need anything, please text me, call me, let me know what's going on. But I'll see you guys soon. See you on the other side.